Hey people, alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do stitching with a photograph and using Photoshop. Now, you really can't tell, but on this table is a photo that is 16 inches wide by 8 inches tall, about 16 by 8. It's a fairly large photograph, and there's really no way that you can scan a photo like this on a standard home scanner. You could probably do it on a business scanner. You could go to Kinko's and pay by the inch to scan something like this. But as long as you have a scanner and you've got Photoshop or a program, they're called stitching programs, or programs that will allow you to stitch and make a panoramic picture. As long as you've got those software abilities, then you can make this photograph on your scanner and turn it into a picture that you can display or get printed out. So here we've got the 16 by 8, and I'm going to show you what the process is, the procedures to make this work. Okay, so what I've got now is the 4 scans from the photograph. You don't really need to watch me scanning, so these are 4 photographs that I've broken the scan up into. I'm going to show you them right now. That is scan 1. This is done from right to left. Okay, that's right, even though it's labeled number 1. That's number 2, which is kind of the middle and really the left. 3, that's the middle, so it's really all scattered all around. And 4, again, that's the right side. So we're going right, we're edging over a little bit, we're edging over a little bit more to the left, and then we go back over to the right. The whole idea is that when you're going to be doing your scans, you need to overlap by about 30%. So if the photograph is 16 inches, you cannot, if your bed will take an 8-inch photo, if your flatbed will take 8 inches, you can't really do 2 scans, an 8-inch and an 8-inch, because it's not going to work. The software needs overlapping. So if this photo is 16 inches, you might want to do the first 8 inches, and then you want to do maybe the first 3 inches, or the last 3 inches out of the first section, and then do 5 inches out of the second section. So you want to overlap. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. If this was the whole photograph, you'd want to maybe scan this part to the middle of this woman, and then you'd want to scan this, and then scan this, and then scan this, and then scan that, and scan. So you want to break it up with overlapping. So let me show you what happens after you get your photographs scanned, and let me open up the program now. Alright, hopefully you can see this on the video. I think you can. This is Photoshop. There are other programs you can use, but I'm going to do Photoshop, and I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to scroll all the way down until we get to Automate. And when we get to Automate, a new menu opens up. I'm going to scroll over to the right, and we're going to go to a program called Photo Merge. Photo Merge is loading, and this is what happens. We get Photo Merge, and it wants me to tell it where the files are that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to click. All right, here we have Photo Merge that just loaded. Now it wants me to tell it where the pictures are that I'm going to be loading in, so let me click on Browse and load those 4 photographs in. Okay, so I've got the 4 photographs loaded in, and I'm going to use the setting Automatic. You have other options over here. I'm going to do Automatic, and let's see what happens. Let's see what Photoshop does. I don't have these pictures in any order. I am going to blend the images together. They want you to use this these 2 bottom settings, especially if you're going to be doing automatic. So let's click on the 2 bottom settings and see what this program does. I'm going to click OK, and we've got the 4 pictures. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that insane? Okay, it's still doing its thing. It's loading in the pictures. You can see it's loaded in the second picture. It still doesn't have the full right side of the photo with that woman on the end and with the woman with the sign over there. Okay, it's selecting layers, it's doing what it needs to do, still going through its process. Most of the picture looks like it's been stitched properly, and all of this is automatic, and sometimes you get distortion with doing this, but Photoshop makes it very easy as long as you go to File, and then go to the Automate and the Photo Merge program, and we're going to see what happens in a second before our eyes. It is taking all the layers of the 4 pictures and merging everything together. And this isn't the fastest PC, but it does take a while for this whole process to happen. Okay, I'm not going to shut off camera. I want you to see it happen before your eyes. So you can see the little hourglass, what used to be the hourglass now with Windows 7, the little circling thing, as Photoshop figures out how to stitch this picture together. And again, you'll notice it didn't really care what order I put the pictures in. That might be a problem sometimes, but in this case, it doesn't seem to be. All right, you can see where it's loading the 4th picture. There were 4 photos, so it's doing its thing. And hopefully we're going to get somebody besides this woman over here towards the left, which will complete the picture. Now it's aligning the 3rd layer. And make sure you watch all my other cool videos. Do thumbs up, subscribe. If you benefit from this, go to my channel page, click on support this channel, and help me out if you can. Nobody has, nobody probably ever will, but hopefully somebody will. And now we're at the 2nd picture. Almost there. Probably have about another 30 seconds or so. It's got to load in the 1st picture again and layer everything, and then hopefully we'll be done. So we've got the right picture, the right side of the picture is showing completely. The left side of the picture is definitely not complete. You see this hand over here, but we don't really see the person. It's just a hand from outer space. And we don't have the complete picture. Okay, scan photo 1 is doing its layer scan. So almost done. Dun, 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 dun. All right, generating output panorama. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Blending selected layers based on content. We still have absolutely nothing here. Like I said, there's other programs besides Photoshop that will do this. A lot of people have acquired Photoshop. However, they acquired it, and so they're able to do these nice photographic awesomeness events. But there are other programs that will do a panoramic. It's called panoramic stitching, or photograph stitching, or photo stitching. So the video's almost done. Stick with me. I could have shut it off like a lot of these videos do, and I'll just speed this thing up. Chances are nobody's watching by now. Nobody ever watches my videos past about 3 or 4 minutes. That's just the reality of YouTube. 3 or 4 minutes is max, and then they shut it off and they go watch some other crap. I mean, some other caca. Okay, almost there. Blending selected layers based on content. As I said, this takes a while to do, but I'll keep the camera rolling. And because the second I shut off the camera, that's when the picture is going to come up, and you're going to think that I did some quick photo edit scammerosis here. So I've got to keep everything going. All right, there it goes. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, yeah, it's moving along. It's moving like a turtle, like a tortoise. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there it goes. There it goes, creating seamless composition. Check this out, people. We're almost there. Zooming out. Here's the picture right before your eyes. Is this absolutely unbelievable? I mean, look at this. The sign is in there. That woman is in there. It's just incredible. No effort at all on my part. I didn't have to do any cropping or fixing any distortion. Okay, amazing, absolutely amazing. That is how you make a panoramic. Make sure when you put your picture on your scanner that you line it up as best you can. And, hey, I do hope that somebody benefited from this video, because it's absolutely incredible to be able to do something like this. All right, time to post this and share this with the world. Peace.